Yeah, I'm back. Joe Simonelli. The title of this episode is Joey Gets Plugged, and not in a good way for my theater friends. Has nothing to do with my derriere. Yes, Plug Power, my little trader. Well, they went and double crossed me. We're going to talk a little about stocks in this one more than theater, but they did a bond offering, which for common stockholders is not good for us folks. By the way, the shirt from the Marty collection. And this gets a lot of compliments when I go into Walmart. The Walmart ladies just love this shirt. So anyway, back to the thing. Yeah, Plug Power, my little trader, which I bought at a buck and a quarter, ran up to 450. Well, guess what? They floated a freaking bond offering to raise cash because it is a speculative company. And that diluted the stock to two times the float, which is not good for us. So you could actually cut everything in half. I checked with the AI, and they say it's not as bad as that. It's a short-term fix for them to raise cash because they're a speculative company. Let's face it, folks. The reason these stocks go up is short covering. They're heavily shorted, and that's how you make money on them. So we knew that going in. So Plug Power PLUG had dropped from, it had run. I bought it at a buck and a quarter, bought a little more on the way up. Sold. Was lucky enough to sell some at 4.5, where it ran to, and then it started dropping, and the reason it dropped because they were coming out with this offering. So that diluted the stock. So I had to sell in around under 450, but I reduced that to like 218 or 220 because you got to cut everything in half now. So it's the new price target would be 2.5, still far above where I bought it initially at a buck and a quarter. But I did also, it's trading around 189 or 190 now. So I did sell some of my position, and the rest of the position I have in a good till canceled. And I will not buy it back, honestly, if it ever got to like $1 again. And I wanted to trade it from $1 to $1.50 or $1.75. But I did switch horses. I went to another company in the same area, more of a pure play, FCell, which actually 5 years ago I actually traded the stock and went from 50 cents to something ridiculous, and right after the pandemic when everything was going up to like 6 or 7 or 8, made a lot of money. But FCell was considered the more speculative of the two companies 5 years ago, but that has changed. It's still speculative, but the FCell price range it got up to well. Why guess? Let's look. This is what we're here for. Well, let's go to FCell and I'll tell you about another purchase I made. Uh, so Fuel Cell, FCEL, I had sold a little bit of my, I picked up a little bit around six and change. So Fuel Cell, year high and low, 52-week low is 358. The year high is 1398. And I picked some up around 6.5 last week. It's 582 now. I have another buy in around 5.25. And I'm picking up as it drops for a trade. uh, there are support levels, and you can just pop this in your AI and ask, "What's the support levels on Epsel? Where do I trade it?" And they'll tell you. Okay, and again, a lot of these stocks go up because of short covering. People have to cover their shorts, and we went over shorting. You should never short a stock, folks, because your upside is, say you're short a stock at $10, your upside is 10 points. You know what your downside is? Infinity. The stock, you don't know where the stock can go to 1,000, and you lost a lot of money. If you have a company and you think it's going to go down, just buy a put option on it, which is a way to mitigate your risk. And you buy an option that the stock's going to drop 10 points or 15 points. A whole nother strategy that we're not going to talk about right now, but just look it up, options, put options, and it'll tell you everything you need to know about that. So that's a story on Plug. So again, when a story change in your trading strategy, you change. So I still have a position in it. I'm still up on the position because I paid a buck and a quarter. Uh, and I have a sell order in at resistance. I'll have a very, very small stake after if that still goes off. And I don't know if I'll buy it back. If it got to near a buck, depending on what's happening with the company, I might buy it for a trade again. But I wouldn't buy it again on this news. So I'm running another horse, Epsel. But I also wanted a pure play in. I own two because I'm in Florida and we have hurricanes. I own two portable solar powered, generators. A lot of people have the gas powered generators, but I said, well, why do you, in a blackout or in a hurricane, why do I want to wait on a gas line? So I'd rather have the power units where you can repower them with a solar cell outside your house and keep it going. So since I like that, and Warren Buffett always says, buy what you like and what you use. I asked AI, what's a pure play? It really needs no pure play in these things. Patriot sells them, Jackery sells them. There's a couple of different units. Oops is the one I bought, OUPES. So I said, what's the closest to that? And they said a company called Enphase. Now I looked it up, and guess what? ENPH is near its year low, and they're actually a competitor in this area to Tesla. So they have a big competitor. But let's just look, and I picked up some Enphase today at 26 and change. But ENPH is the symbol for Enphase. So they don't really manufacture the units, but they said that's the closest you could, because there are no companies, public companies like Jackery that are public manufacturers of these units. So Enphase is closest, and I bought it off the year low. The year low is 25.78. The year high is 78.26. So again, speculative company, but a lot less speculative than our Plug Power or our Epso. It's a real business. They sell real things, real components. So look them up yourself, ENPH. So I picked up, I started a position right here at the year low, and we'll see how that works out. Like I said, competitor to Tesla. So that's it there. Another thing I wanted to mention today is because a lot of people have been buying gold, which is fine. Gold is a good trading and it's a good hedge, but stay away from these if you watch these channels. And we don't get political here, but there's a lot of these ads that say, "Oh, buy gold from Gold Guy, get the pure gold sent to you." That's all BS, because the markups when you buy, and I think these people who market these, and again, without getting political, are a little disingenuous, because they are promoting products that when you go buy gold from Gold and they'll send you the bullion, tremendous markups in these things. If you want to play gold, buy the gold ETF on the stock market, GLD, and trade it. Buy it, track it. If you think gold's going up, this is a way to make money on gold. I personally only ever use these things, gold and silver, as trades, or as hedges if I thought the market was going to take a real hit, or dead or whatever reason you think you'd want gold. Because, and why don't you buy them from these people when you store the gold in your house? Because the markups are tremendous. And here's a little test. Buy the cheapest amount of what they'll send you. Try and sell it a week later and see what price they give you. That's the markup in these things, which they never tell you. These guys who promote them never tell you what the markup is on these things. So stay away from that. If you can find one that isn't that great, buy it from them. I don't know. I haven't found it. So there's huge markups. They're making tremendous profits just on the sale because it's a hidden market. It's a bid and an ask like any stock, and the spread, like it used to be in the old OTC market in stocks when I started, like on Intel in 1986, where it would be the spread on the stock would be, you can sell it at 25, and you if you wanted to sell it, you got 25. If you wanted to buy it, sometimes it cost you 25 and 3/4 plus, so 26, a dollar point spread in a company like an Intel or a Microsoft in those days. That has tightened up a lot now when stocks trade in pennies, but not in this blind business where you're buying pure gold or silver. They are tremendous. There's a tremendous difference between what you can buy it for now and what you can sell it for. I suppose like a spread in the house or any other commodity. Okay, so that's my thing on gold. Let's go back to our channel. I think that's it for the market for today. Not for the market. Let's go with our play of the week. It's going to be a short one today, folks, because I got things to do. Play of the week by Simonelli is going to be A Christmas Tale, which is currently about to open at the Lemon Bay Playhouse in the Englewood, Florida, in the Sarasota County, the southern portion. And that opens next week, December 3rd. And as they're putting on, if any theaters want to stage this, very popular Christmas show about a little girl who on Christmas Eve talks to a magic cat, which only talks to her and can only talk on Christmas Eve. Set in a butcher store on Park Avenue, on an actual place where I worked my way through college. So it's kind of a Damon Runyon-esque Christmas play that Lemon Bay Playhouse and other theaters have done. And you know, folks, if you're running theater, do you always have to do It's a Wonderful Life every year? Can you do a different show one year? A charming show about a magic cat? Huh? Can you? No, we got to do the same stuff. Nope, we got to do Steel Magnolias every year, so the actresses can play all different parts. All right, enough of the rant. Rant over. Okay. What else? Oh, Cape Cafe Theater in Cape Coral, Florida, is running. That's my theater. If you're in the Cape Coral, Florida area, we're running a Christmas cabaret where our resident actors, including me, sing Christmas songs with a little bit of a story I wove around. We throw a little comedy in for you folks. So come to the Cape Cafe Theater this December. We're doing 8 shows, coffee and dessert included, in the bargain price of only $28, folks. You get cannolis for free, all you can eat. Don't be pigs. And coffee. And you could purchase beverages there at reasonable prices, beer and wine, and specialty coffees, because it is a cafe. You sit at these cute little tables, and we all sing your Christmas carols, okay? What more do you want? CapeCafeTheater.com for details. That's it for today. Very short, abridged. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Joe Simonelli signing off. Till next time. Oh, by the way, no new subscribers. What a surprise. Anyway, if you like this video, tell your friends. Subscribe. Give it the thumbs up. Whatever you need to do so we can grow the channel. So, till next time, Joe Simonelli. Bye-bye.